Welcome to the Vex Robotics competition referee training videos designed for both referees and teams. This is Chapter 9, Scoring Rules and Examples. Scoring is one of the primary jobs of a VRC referee, so it's important for a ref to know all the possible scoring scenarios and corresponding point values. In this video, we'll discuss the 3 different ways to score points in VRC changeup and some specific examples to look out for. Note that although we'll be mentioning the point values in this video, all that a referee needs to do is count up the various scoring scenarios and enter it on the score sheet or the tablet. The scoring software will take care of the rest. The first method for scoring points is placing a ball inside of a goal. Any ball scored into a goal is worth 1 point for the corresponding alliance. The highest scored ball in a goal counts as the goal being owned by the corresponding alliance. Owning a single goal is not worth any additional points for that alliance. However, there are a few things that referees should be aware of when determining whether or not a ball should be counted as scored. For a ball to be counted, it must meet the following 4 criteria. 1. Not touching a robot of the same color as the ball. 2. Fully or partially within the outer edge of the goal. 3. Fully below the upper edge of the goal. 4. Not contacting the foam tiles outside of the goal. Let's go over each of these criteria one by one. Part 1 is pretty straightforward. If a ball is to be counted as scored at the end of a match, it cannot by any means be touching a robot of its corresponding alliance. Balls touching an opposing robot at the end of the match will be counted as scored, provided they still meet the rest of the criteria. Part 2 means that a ball must be at least partially within the outer edge of a goal to be counted as scored. That said, it is possible for 2 balls to be placed in the bottom of a goal in such a way that they both would be counted as scored. However, neither of these balls would be counted towards ownership of the goal, as neither ball is vertically higher than the other. Part 3 means that if any part of the ball is above the top edge of the goal, the ball does not count as scored or towards goal ownership. Remember that per SG5, balls breaking the top edge of the goal at the end of the match due to a robot of the opposing alliance still count as scored. An easy way to test whether or not a ball is above the top edge of the goal is to run an object such as a clipboard over the top. If the object contacts any part of the ball, it should not be counted as scored. Finally, Part 4 states that for a ball to be counted as scored, it cannot contact any part of the foam tile outside of the goal itself. Balls can be scored through the top opening of the goal and through the bottom. Remember from Chapter 8, however, that balls can only be descored by removing the balls from the bottom of the goal. Match-affecting violations of this rule could result in a disqualification. The second method of scoring points in VRC changeup is by connecting rows. To form a connected row, an alliance must own 3 goals in a row in any direction. There are 8 possible combinations in which a connected row can be formed. Each connected row is worth 6 points for the corresponding alliance. This means a single ball has the potential to cause a huge point swing at any given time. Finally, you may remember from Chapter 7 that the last method of scoring points in VRC changeup is winning the autonomous bonus. This bonus is worth 6 points to whichever alliance is winning at the end of the 15-second autonomous period. If autonomous ends in a tie, each alliance is awarded a 3-point bonus. Remember that completing the autonomous win point does not result in any additional points being awarded to the alliance's match score. Those are the ways to score in VRC changeup, and that's all for Chapter 9. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out the other chapters in this referee training series.